Well, hello again. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple weeks. Today's topic is a continuance one from my last video. Today's topic is bar girls in the Philippines. I'll tell you here in a minute, what started all this. During my 2-week being gone here, I took a break and I started watching movies that I didn't know that existed on YouTube. So I'll tell you what I learned. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's see if I can explain this. I took a short break from making videos. We've been very busy around the house, and I just needed some relaxed time. And like I said, this video is a continuance from my last video that I hope you watch. I'll try to link it to this one. Dating bar girls. Well, during the 2 weeks while I was gone, I was relaxing, and I was surprised to see a lot of old Western movies on YouTube, full movies. And I started watching one after another, and I noticed a pattern there that compared, the women back during the Western days. I noticed a pattern to say the same thing here in the Philippines. For example, the saloon girls. Okay, if you watch a lot of old Westerns, you pretty much know what the saloon girls did. They did a lot more than just sit down and have drinks with you and everything, And back then, there was not much work for a single woman. A lot of them had no choice, in the movies and here in the Philippines, that in real life, that they don't have income and they don't have much of a choice but to entertain into bars. But what I noticed in the old movies, that the saloon girls were highly accepted, and the feedback that I got from my last video, a lot of guys said that they would not relate to bar girls, for a relationship. But in the old movies, I mean, most of the movies I watched, the sheriff or the hero of the movie and everything, they end up with a bar girl being their lifetime partner, and it's all romance and everybody, live happily ever after and all that. Well, like I said, Philippines is unfortunately a poor country. Like I said in my last video, they do their best to survive. For example, you can go to college for 4 years and get a really decent degree, but yet still getting a job is extremely hard. They're lucky to get a job at a grocery store as a clerk or whatever for like $10 a day, and they have to be good looking and young and all that. And it's very difficult for women to survive here. But yet there's a stigma against bar girls here in the Philippines. But there was not, they didn't have that, years ago in the States with the saloon girls. So I don't quite get it, So basically what I'm trying to say is that, it's, in my last video, I gave another example. All these guys say, no, I would never have a bar girl for a long distance, for a long-term relationship, or to marry, or all that. So I asked a question. Let's say that you met a girl online and both of you hit it off great. This girl was wonderful. She checked all the boxes. She has a job, very responsible, etc. You know, you think she's the perfect one for you, and the chemistry is there, and you come out to the Philippines, and you're together 6 months to a year or longer, and decide to get married and build a house and have a few kids or not, whatever, you know. But then, after years into the relationship, you know, you found out that you know, she succeeded after she got out of, you know, college to improve her life. But see, here there's no grants like back in the States and stuff, you know, where college. If you don't have family help, you're sunk. So what she did was she worked in the bar for many years to put herself through college to get out of that lifestyle that she did not want. You know, so if you discover that, then what are you going to do? Are you going to drop your wife? Are you going to drop your partner because she had no choice but to do that to better herself? I don't understand, you know, the foreigners' attitude and views about bar girls here, you know. Sure, there's a lot of scammers, but that's in every country, you know. They're just trying to survive, you know. I just want to make this video short and do some comparison. You know, I still don't understand why saloon girls back in the Western days were highly accepted and made movies where the hero ends up with the bar girl and they live happily ever after and all that. And, you know, why is it good there but not here? I don't quite understand. You know, okay, like I said, I'll just make this short. I wanted to make a quick point. I'll make better videos in the future. And I'd love to hear your feedback on this, you know, about the comparison, you know. It's like the Wild West living here in the Philippines. I'm sure you heard that before. But okay, you all have a good one. And hope you like and subscribe. And I hope to get some comments from all of you about this. Okay, bye-bye.